I think the best way to summarize a makerspace movement for libraries was said by somebody from the Westport Public Library about their makerspace. It's a movement from book-centric to learning-centric. It's important that libraries are seen as a place for imagination, collaboration, creation, and learning. In the past, we always talked about how books can open up a new world to the reader. MiY project is an extension of this concept. Our MiY programs create new opportunities to learn, create, and play. If we can spur the curiosity and imagination of our users, then we have achieved something that we can be proud of. We've seen kids create the projects as planned, then instantly begin work on improving the project, be it a robot or a powered boat made out of soda bottles. I think it is important to realize that makerspaces are very different in the many libraries across the country. There is no one required item. There's a focus on creating a place for residents to share ideas, play, and learn.
At Piscataway Library, we had a number of potential benefits in mind during the development of the Make It Yourself project. We particularly saw an opportunity to support STEM curriculum in the library, where the emphasis is on science, technology, engineering, and math. This is already a focus in our schools, and we saw the opportunity to have some flexibility in terms of igniting some passion and some real interest in a lot of these areas. Engaging kids and teens through collaborative, hands-on exploration helps to cultivate potential interest in a variety of areas. So introducing them to tools like Vex robots, sewing and textile design, and the 3D printer encourages a real strong interest in the making and building that transitions from the classroom to the workplace. And we like to make it fun and exciting and passionate and really useful along the way.
3D modeling and printing was the centerpiece to our Make It Yourself project from its very first conception. We saw tremendous opportunities and practical applications for this new tool that would allow residents to design and fabricate tangible solutions to real-world problems. From teenage tinkerers to established engineers and ambitious entrepreneurs, much of the Piscataway community could benefit from access to this new technology. But our project didn't end with this device. We also added a variety of other tools and equipment to provide balance and appeal to a community with diverse interests. We wanted to provide access to high-tech tools like the 3D scanner and the Arduino kits, but we also anticipated interest from our community in practical, low-tech options like the sewing machines and button maker. We even added a vinyl cutter and heating press, which we used to create our very own t-shirts.
And it's a service that libraries today should be doing. Libraries aren't just books and magazines anymore. They're a community learning center. That are being done with 3D printing now are just amazing. I just read an article not too long ago where somebody was actually making braces or an exoskeleton type of brace for disabled people. Companies are using them for making prototypes. Some of them are even using them to make parts. Architects are using them to make scale models of buildings, houses, to the extent they can just lift the roof off and you can actually see what your house is going to look like in a scale model. This is an opportunity for, particularly, I mean, it's good for adults, but I think for the young people to get in and see how this works at a younger age and to be knowing something about cutting edge technology like that is just a tremendous opportunity that I don't think is being offered a lot of places other than here in Piscataway.
In an effort to introduce the public to our makerspace, we have been developing a variety of programs. For instance, we host 2 sewing workshops a month for teens and adults, and monthly programs for tweens. The workshops are project-focused, and instructions for various projects are provided, such as drawstring bags or pillows. We also encourage participants to bring their own ideas and creativity to these workshops. As program facilitators, it's a great experience seeing participants of all ages and skill levels collaborate, sharing tips, techniques, and ideas. As participants continue to attend these sewing workshops, we've seen marked improvement in skill, focus, and dedication to the craft of sewing.
What I like about sewing is that you can use imagination and be very creative, and you can make things that you can wear or you can use. and it can be easy, but it can also be hard, but it's always fun.
In the summer of 2013, the Piscataway Library participated as a super affiliate in the 3rd annual Maker Camp sponsored by Make Magazine and the Google Plus social network. Branded as the Summer of Make, teens and tweens participated in 6 weeks of learning, experimenting, modding, and making through collaborative and open exploration of physics, science, and technology. Participants attended events where they created and modified bottle motorboats, rocket-powered Lego cars, learned about the basics of soldering through making LED buttons, tested the basics of circuits and electric conductivity with MiY and Arduino microcontrollers, raced and modded robots, created motorized vehicles and mechanical systems with a Lego education kit, made their own flash drive casings, and more. Programs were designed to encourage participants in learning and making through trial and error the scientific method as well as inquiry-based methodology to promote self-guided knowledge outcomes. Guided facilitation encouraged our participants to come to their own conclusions, test their ideas, and think about how they could create their own designs. It was a great experience as a program facilitator, seeing young people sharing what they learned with their caregivers, such as explaining basic circuit behavior or the physics of how rudders operate. It was equally satisfying to watch those same participants work through problems, develop their own conclusions, and modify existing systems with results-based testing. The library, through our makerspace and initiatives such as Summer of Make, is dedicated to providing the public with access to tools, knowledge, and resources that provide them with opportunities to freely explore, create, learn, and build 21st century literacies and skills.
Piscataway Township is noted as one of the 2 telecommunication hubs in the state of New Jersey. And between Princeton and Rutgers, located here in New Jersey, it constitutes what they call Einstein Alley. And by getting involved in the IT, both in the private sector and research development, allows the local students to take advantage of all those things that are out there, which you don't get on outside of this area. And in order to keep our cutting edge advantage, we have to always keep looking forward. And this is one of the programs that help us look forward in the future.